What's up guys, welcome to today's video. This video takes place on day 3 of the social quarantine, the social isolation. Luckily where I live doesn't seem like it's too affected by all of this yet. I mean, you can hear kids playing outside in the street. You can, if you drive around, you still see businesses open. I think they're mandated to close at 5 p.m. So a lot of these people are still able to go to work, at least part of the day. Well, most of the day, unless you're, like a restaurant or something, then you have to adjust your hours, but it doesn't seem that bad so far, which I don't know whether that's more worrisome or not. But my family, we're trying to stay inside as much as possible just for safety reasons. And I've got to tell you, this whole social isolation, this whole social quarantine thing seems very comfortable to me. It's like being told, stay in your house and work on the creative projects you've been putting on the back burner, is what it feels like to me. So that's sort of what I'm doing, and I really hope that I pump out more content for this channel. I mean, I still have to go to work. I work weekends, so as the weekend approaches, I know I have to leave my house. But I really hope to be able to not only, upload more frequently, upload daily as it goes into this, but I sort of want to talk about that in particular in this video, is sort of creating through hardship. And I think right now, I think we have a responsibility to document everyday life as it's going on, especially in times like this, times of uncertainty, in times of hardship. But I think that if you're a creative, or if you're an athlete or whatever, if you're a student, I think it's important that even though you are told to stay home, or maybe school's out, or maybe work's out, or maybe you're not getting any gigs, or whatever the case may be, I think it's still important to pick up your instrument and practice. If you're an athlete, practice at home. If you're an artist, paint. Or if you're a creator, just make videos. Not only to document what's going on, but just to keep you sharp. And for me, this is really a kick in the butt to show me that, hey, I need to be creating more frequently and to be creating daily. So I hope you guys keep coming back for hopefully these daily videos. They're not all going to be about this quarantine, this social isolation, but I've been telling Justin for a while that I miss watching daily vloggers. I miss like Casey Neistat's old vlogs, even if all of his vlogs weren't even over anything super interesting. It could be a very simple topic, but he made it interesting, and I really looked forward to watching, him every day. If that's my version of television. YouTube is my version of television, and it's like having a new episode every day. And if you miss a couple days, then you can binge watch them later. So I really hope to get to that level where I'm uploading every day and you guys are coming back and consuming content and enjoying it, right? I want to make stuff that you guys enjoy. One other thing too is, I've noticed that my phone signal's like super spotty, super shoddy today. Is anybody else going through that? Or is that just like my phone, the city, Verizon? I don't know. But I'm having a hard time looking at any social media today, so we'll see. So even during a global pandemic, the dog still has to go for a walk. So even though we've already enacted a mandatory closure of businesses and restaurants and stuff like that at 5 o'clock in my city, there's a lot of people out. I think a lot of people just go stir crazy and they can't stand being in their house. But a lot of people also here like running lawnmowers and doing landscaping and that sort of thing, which is great. People are using this time to knock out those projects they might have been neglecting. Like I said, if you guys have scripts you need to write, now's the perfect time. If you have edits you need to do, or video projects you've been putting off, now's the time to hit those full force and keep your mind working. Yeah, so if there's an overarching message here, it's just keep creating. You know, sort of like people say love is the answer. Love is the overarching message to a lot of things. To me, making art is just as good. In times of, you know, mental decay or mental stress or, you know, anguish, just create some art. That's what I do anytime I'm stressed out or something like that, and it really helps see me through. Like, I know a lot of people are facing hard times right now, even worse than me, even worse than we could imagine, you know, not just because of what's going on, but just because of society in general, you know, and art's the answer. Just create some art. Have a creative outlet. It can really change things, not for you, just also for the world. It's a good way to communicate your message when you don't know how. I wonder if this is the reason for my slowed down internet. I don't know if you can see this tower here, right there, but there's a crane going up next to it. I think that's a cell phone tower. My internet's been super slow. I wonder if that's the reason. Possibly. So day 3 of the COVID quarantine. Doesn't seem like very many people are social isolating, which is a problem. Like I said, it's good people are going about business as usual, but also people need to kind of stay away from people. So who knows? Who knows how this is going to play out? So I pulled a 100% noob move and only brought one battery that wasn't fully charged. So I'm gonna have to pick this up at the house. So I'll see you when we get home. So, like I was talking about, creating through hardship, you know, it's something that you may not always be in the mindset, the correct mindset to create, but sometimes you just have to push yourself, you know, past those limits, push yourself into that mind space and just create. So there's a quote by, her name is Layla Akita. It says, "You can use the stumbling blocks to build your success." So maybe right now, maybe you or your loved ones aren't facing that that hardship. You know, maybe it hasn't struck you yet, but a lot of people right now are out of work because their jobs are closing down. And a lot of people are, you know, they're worried about the fundamentals, like where are they gonna get these supplies that they need, you know, the necessities, whether it's toilet paper, whether it's food, whether it is whatever, just because there's a shortage of supplies out there, or maybe it's because they can't afford them right now. You know, so a lot of people are facing hardships. A lot of people are out of work, or they're getting limited hours because businesses are closing at a certain time. You know, you have to have an outlet. That's not anger, that's not sadness. It's okay to feel these emotions, but creating art to me is one of the best coping mechanisms for any type of hardship. So this Layla Akita, I'll give you guys a link to her. I didn't know much about her until I recently just looked her up, but apparently she is a Ghanaian and founder of Smart Youth Volunteers Foundation. She obtained a BSc in Renewable Natural Resources Management at University of Science and Technology in Ghana. She also has an MPhil in Oceanography at the University of Ghana. I don't know about her life. I'm gonna research her more, but you know, like I said, whether you are just a painter, whether you are a student, whether you are, you know, just taking this time to learn a new skill, maybe you want to learn how to French press. Which if you guys ever want an actual cinematic or a how-to video of how to make coffee, I don't talk a lot about my coffee brand on this channel, but maybe I should. So just creating through adversity, through these hardships, I think is really going to help a lot of us get through the tough times, and just doing it together. You know, if you guys feel like you ever need to vent or talk to somebody, you know, my communication's always open. My social links are down below, And you guys can always hit me up and talk to me. I know that's not a typical YouTube thing, I don't think, but those lines of communication are open. Feel free to message me either over on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. And if you guys, need tips, or if you guys want to comment below about videos you'd like to see or topics you'd like me to touch on, feel free to do so. I'm all about this engagement. I have to let this sit for 4 minutes, so we're going to fast forward this segment. So a couple tips that I can offer you guys of how to get through tough times or how to get through hardships. I mean, we've all been through plenty. I'm sure you guys have. I know I have. But I mean, a good one is just take stock or embrace adversity as a chance for opportunity. Like, how can I make this moment help me in the long run, or how can I use this moment to help somebody else? So whether you're a person that is well off or not, how can you help the less unfortunate right now, the people that are actually needing the help? Maybe it's through donation, maybe it's through it's helping the elderly get out there and mow their yard, or maybe it's going grocery shopping for the elderly or the disabled right now. And another tip is just think about all that you've been through and all that you have accomplished already and the hardships you've already faced. This is nothing new for you. You should be able to get through this. I've faced plenty of hardships in my life, and I know that this will pass, like everything else. But you guys should really take time to learn how to French press. One of the best ways you can brew coffee. But whatever you do, just keep that positive mindset. Just keep doing what you're doing, guys. And as always, please remember, if you need to reach out down in the comments. And let's engage. And as always, guys, remember, just go shoot. I'll catch you on the next one. And I actually mean, I'll see you tomorrow.